My adventures at E3 2016 were made possible by Nvidia Australia and New Zealand. Hello again, I am Blunty here in the Nvidia room at E3 2016. We've got lots of technology on show in this room, as you may imagine, being the Nvidia room. Behind me you can see demos of HDR gaming, very exciting. You've got Ansel over there. I finally got some hands-on time with Ansel. I am going to lose so many hours of my life just taking the most beautiful, super crazy high-res screenshots in all the pretty games that are coming. I don't even know if I'll play games anymore. I'm just going to go in and take photographs. I mean, I'm not even kidding about how much time I'm anticipating spending fiddling with Ansel. Just at the booth alone, I lost 20 minutes of my day when all I wanted to do was get 3 to 4 minutes of B-roll recorded of me fiddling with it. Anyway, for those unfamiliar, basically it's a super powerful camera mode to plug into games far beyond simple screenshots or even the camera modes that have begun to seep into several games over the last couple of years. Ansel brings a whole suite of full-on camera control, freed from the gameplay point of view and bringing with it the likes of lens, field of view for huge control over your composition, basic image effects like color, contrast, vignette, tilt, being able to fly around and frame up your shot any way you like, of course. And even in its most basic feature set right now, with just a fistful of basic camera controls, a small selection of pre-built filters and image modes, I rapidly got lost in hunting around looking for interesting photos to take, and then the next interesting photo to take, and then the next interesting photo to take. As many of you regulars around here know already, one of my personal passions and hobbies is photography, so Ansel sang a particularly irresistible siren song to me. And output can be just insanely high resolution too, and I mean technically it's unlimited resolution, but they've limited it in software artificially for the sake of processing time and disk space. To give you an idea, I maxed out the demo specs and took a single image that was well over 160 gigabytes worth of data. They weren't very happy when I did that because they were running out of this space already. My bad. Whoops. You can do regular shots, 3D shots, or you can even shoot 360-degree virtual reality scenes capturing the entire world around a center point and then view it all back in a VR headset. Wonderful fun. The crazy hybrid, I mean, the prints on the wall all around the booth here I've taken using the Ansel technology. They look spectacular. I mean, you get right up to them. You don't see a single pixel out of place, or even a pixel at all, actually, come to think of it. They look spectacular printed on canvas. Also, behind me, a multi-res gaming demo thing there where they sort of do some crazy math or something to make rendering scenes crazy efficient, like the bits at the side where your eyes aren't actually watching, they secretly drop that down in resolution so you can focus more on the bit you are looking at. And
like right now, we're sitting at 49, but if I enable multi-res, right, we're up at 60. So where you've got games where they're more demanding, they've brought the quality and they don't want to knock that quality down. One way they can get up to 60 is just by enabling multi-res. So, and when you watch around the corners, if you saw carefully right here, just keep a look out as I change, right? That's it with it on. It's a little blurred, a little less technology. But you're going to be focusing here whenever you look at a game. You're not going to look over there. You're going to move over there.
Yeah, if you want to look down there, you'll turn.
And you're still going to focus on this part of the screen. So that's where all of the quality is maintained. So it makes sense. 4K gaming. You've got a game where it just happens to dip even on a 1080p below 60. This is how it gets you back, right? Yeah. I mean, the question is like if you're moving, can you see it?
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, moving pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, there's no
artifacting or obvious like a pop or
yeah.
You know. So I mean, it seems like what they've done is effective.
Kicks performance for VR up the bum like you wouldn't believe. Like jumping from 45-ish frames per second, that's nowhere near good enough for VR, right up to past 90, just by flicking a switch on this multi-resolution trick, magic. Basically, sorcery, it is. They did explain it to me several times, and I think I kind of understand it. I don't know whether I can explain it to you, and I'm going to understand. All you need to know is it's some sorcery that makes VR work really well, and is going to make games in general perform extraordinarily well, and much better than they would just using traditional rendering techniques. And right beside me here, of course, the very first thing you see as you come in to the Nvidia booth is the GeForce GTX 1080, the new king of the undisputed king of the hill when it comes to graphics card. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing. This one's all sealed up in Perspex. I was going to was going to try and carry it away with me, but it's locked away. I am kidding, of course, any Nvidia employees and managers and whatnot watching. I'm kidding about stealing. I'm told, by the way, that I do have one of these cards waiting for me back home in Australia, so it shouldn't be too long after all these E3 videos go up that I will be able to start making content about this card. I mean, I'm a little late to the party, obviously, because all the North Americans got first dibs at the cards. I'm only a little bit palsy about that, but the point is I'm going to have one, so I'm going to do the benchmarks, I'm going to do the gaming stuff, I'm going to play with it and, you know, do it Blunty style. So let me know right here and now what you want to see me try with this card that you haven't seen someone else try so far, because I'm sure there's something out there that I can be first in. And there was, of course, the very powerful Android-based Nvidia TV console, the Shield TV, not being shown off to its full potential in this footage, admittedly, but that Tegra chip powering it inside is very impressive nonetheless. And alongside that, of course, there is the Nvidia Shield tablet, which is also running the Tegra chip, super powerful, and just an amazing little tablet. I'm playing with that in the hotel room a few nights ago, using that to stream, PC games to the tablet over the internet, live gameplay streaming, like Netflix style gaming, to the hotel TV via HDMI out, and it was working so amazingly well, even over hotel Wi-Fi. I was blown away by it. It doesn't exist in Australia at the moment, and then again, very few of us could take proper advantage of it because of the state of our internet service. But I'm very much hoping that the Shield TV and Shield tablet do eventually make their way to shelves in Australia. But yeah, this is the Nvidia booth. I'll take you around, I'll show you some B-roll of the other stuff going on. This is where I had my VR demo for Star Trek and all, and Everest and Game Room. I am unstoppable. And they've got the printouts on the wall, and every now and again I steal a glass of water from here so I don't die from dehydration. But yeah, it's been excellent. Nvidia have been superb hosts. I mean, if anyone was going to send me to E3 for my first time, my first experience, my E3 virginity, I'm glad Nvidia got my E3 virginity. What a weird way to end a video. But that is all I've got for you from the Nvidia room at E3 2016. I am Blunty. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.
Oh! Nice!
We are victorious!
Gentlemen, you are the best crew I've served with.
Awesome, guys.